Guys, today we're gonna be watching messy TikToks. I'm here for the mess, boo. I'm here for the mess. I hope you are too. So yeah, we're just gonna dive in. Leave your opinions in the comments. Let me know what you think about these videos. Okay, let's go.
So y'all really just want me up on here telling all my business. Okay, so this is probably gonna end up needing a part 4 because I'm not gonna be able to tell this whole story that quick. It's a lot. So I told y'all in the last video that I ended up in a toxic relationship again. Is it me? Am I the villain? I don't know. Anyway, so for the sake of this story, we're just gonna call the next boyfriend Zoe. Okay? So, remember when I told y'all I worked at the Italian chain restaurant? So, Zoe was a chef there, okay? So, Zoe always had a crush on me even when I was with the white boy. Like, he would always just be, like, he would call me wifey. Like, my nickname at work was wifey because, like, he would call me that so much, like, all of the other guys started calling me wifey. Like, they didn't even know my name. They would be like, wifey! And I would be like, this boy... y'all don't even know my name. Y'all be like, oh, wifey, can you get me a cup of water? Like, they were just like, that was just my name at that job because of him. So when me and what's his name broke up, I'm coming to work like all sad and somber. And Zoe had a crush on me. So he's like, oh, like, what's good with you? Like, you've been like all sad or whatever. And I'm like, oh, like, I'm going through a breakup. Like, it's really hard, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like sad. So mind you, Zoe was like 10 years older than me. But that was like my first like real big girl relationship. And I'm not gonna lie, even though Zoe could not stop cheating, like he really put me on and like gave me a certain mindset that helped me be a more successful person, like to this day. Like that was like the first like boss type person that like I dated, like the first type of person who had a mortgage and like a brand new car and put like premium in his gas tank. Like I was just like, and drove a motorcycle and like had 2 jobs and like knew people and connections, and just was like, Zoe like upgraded me because I was just like, oh, okay. Anyway, so fast forward, like I'm dating Zoe. Like he was the first person to like ever sneak me into a club, like had me going out to bars, was like renting out sections before club culture died, like was doing stuff like when the club was still fun. Like I was in the club underage because like he was like popular, so like he knew people. He would just be like sneaking me and my friends in through back doors and type stuff. But he could not stop cheating, dog. He could not stop cheating. And it was so crazy to go from a relationship with a white boy to a Haitian who couldn't stop cheating, and he loved white girls, bruh. So I didn't mention this, but he was going through a breakup the same time as me. So Zoe was going through a breakup, and the girl who he was with right before me was a white girl. So yeah, like it was kind of weird, like that we had both, like, you know what I mean, like we had both of our previous partners were white. Anyway, so yeah, I started like, here were the red flags. Like, red flag was his ex started following me on Instagram. Then she would like unfollow me on Instagram. Then she would block me on Instagram. Then she would like, bro, it's so many layers to this story. I don't even know where to start because I was going to jump into one thing, but I have to say another thing first. So at this point, I'm just kind of like tired of her because like, you want my attention. So like, what do you want? Like, you know, so I think I like ended up like following her on Instagram back, and then I like messaged her and I was like, so you rang? Like, what do you want? Like, clearly you want my attention. You got it. Like, what's up? Like, do you need to tell me something? Do you need to talk to me? Do you want me? Do you want him? Like, what do you want, girl? Like, cause at this point you're being weird. Like, what's up with you? So she like posted a picture of his dashboard, bruh. So I'm just like, clearly, like, that's my man's dashboard. You wanted me to see that. That means you've been in his car unless that picture is old. So if you still like fucking with him, like, what's good? Like, let me know, because like I need to take that up with him. I'm not even mad at you for telling me. I'm not even mad. Like, let me know. So yeah, she's like, oh yeah, I'm still messing with him, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, cool, bet. can you meet up with me, because like I want to confront him about it. And she's like, okay, but like, are you trying to fight me? And I'm like, girl, ain't nobody trying to fight you. If anybody, I'm trying to fight him. Okay, like, you so scary thinking I'm trying to meet up with you to fight you. Girl, I'm not worried about you. You told me my man is cheating on me. I am not mad. Put me on, girl. Let me know. So like, I'm trying to meet up. Are you down? So she says like, yeah, I'm down. Like, and I'm like, okay, cool, bet. Y'all, I have to go into work. There's so many layers to this story. Mind you, the ex-girlfriend is not the coworker. The ex-girlfriend is not the coworker, but I can't eliminate this part of the story. This is a pivotal part of the story as well. Like, I need y'all to know how many layers of ain't shit Zoe was, because there was so many layers. And let me mention, Zoe loved white girls. Zoe, in my Jocelyn's voice, Zoe loved white girls. I don't even know why he was with me, because he loved him some white girls. Even when I would go through his phone, he would have Pog corn on his phone. And I'm like, bro, you do not like me. You don't want this. You don't want none of this fine ass chocolate. I'm not your type. Leave me alone. All you ever dated before me was like white girls. So why you want a black girl? Why you want a black girl now? Just let me live. But girl, I gotta go to work. But this is tea, honey. It was so crazy to go from a relationship with like a white boy who like I was exotic, you know, I was a black girl, and he was just like, oh my God, like, you're so beautiful, to getting in a relationship with a Haitian who is obsessed with white girls. Like, it did something to my self-esteem. Now when people ask, like, would you rather like be with someone who you know they're your type, or would you rather be with someone who like you're not their type? Give me the nigga who I know I'm his type. If you line up the exes and they kind of look like me, I want to be over there. I don't want to be your first baddie. I don't want to be your first black girl. I don't want to be none of that. But I got to go into work, and I don't want to be late because I'm storytelling. So what, we going to need a part 5? Like, what? You're funny. You said I got the tea. Girl, I really do got the tea. I do. I got stories for days. But let's go ahead. This is part 2 about how my ex cheated on me with our coworker. But we're not even talking about the coworker yet. We still talking about the ex that he was cheating on me with, because he was a chronic cheater. He could not stop cheating. If you saw my previous video, I told you he liked white girls. In my Jocelyn voice, he liked white girls. He was a Zoe, and he liked white girls. I don't even know why he attempted to be in a relationship with a black girl, because clearly you didn't like me. You couldn't stop cheating on the black girl with the white girl. So anyway, let's get to the part where I'm supposed to be meeting up with his ex, because I was like, I want to set him up. If my man is cheating on me with you, I'm not mad, but you are going to help me set him up. Let's set him up, and I want to confront him. And thank you for letting me know. I was never mad at her. If you took my man, he didn't need to be my man, period. If you can take him, you can have him, and I can move on with my life. But before I moved on with my life, I told y'all I wanted to confront him about it with her. So fast forward, she gives me the Addy. I'm telling like my best friend at the time, like, I'm really about to go meet up with, let's give her a nickname, let's call her Allie. I'm really about to go meet up with Allie, and my best friend at the time is like, no, like, this is too messy, you can't do this. Like, what if she's trying to set you up? Like, what if she's trying to get you jumped, blah blah blah. And like, I'm young, like, I didn't care. I was just like, I'm meeting up with her, like, we said we finna set him up, and that's what we finna do. Is you riding or is you not riding? I'm sorry, y'all, this just brings me back to my young and turned days. Now I am not so young and turned. I am somebody mama, an office girly, you know, very much not the same person I was. Okay, so I head out to like go meet her at her house or whatever. Why my car broke down? I promise you, my car broke down when I was like maybe like half a mile at her house from her house. My car just like starts overheating. So I'm texting her like, you know, no funny shit. My car really broke down. Like, I'm like half a mile from your house. Like, can you come and pick me up? She ain't got no car. She says like, oh, I can't come and pick you up, but I will walk over there to meet you. So in my mind, I'm like, he cheating on me with a bitch that ain't got no car? What? You ain't got no car. But at the same time, bitch, my car is overheating. So who am I to judge? So she walks to me in her little slides down the street to come and meet me at the damn plaza where I had to leave my car because it overheated. And then, like, we walking and we talking, like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, my best friend's, like, trying to pull up, too. This girl swears I'm trying to, like, beat her up. And I'm like, bro, this is just my best friend. Like, she's just here because she, like, she's coming because she wants to know, like, what's happening. Like, I'm not gonna fight you, dog. Like, why are you so scared of me? So, yeah, so we, like, walk back to our community. By the time we get to the community and stuff, like, by the time we arrive there, like, my friend is, like, pulling up at the same time or whatever. So, as we're going in the house, Allie says to me, okay, pause. Like, I got something to tell you. So, I'm, like, getting freaked out. Like, girl, we about to walk into your house and you, like, saying pause, like, before we go in the house. Like, what's about to happen? And she's like, so, my man is here.
Huh?
Wait, you're a man, but you're fucking mine. And she's like, I have a boyfriend. You have a boyfriend? And she's like, yeah, like, he's in my room. Like, he doesn't know anything that's happening. Like, he doesn't know who you are. So please, like, I want to set Zoe up too, and I really wanted to do this with you tonight, but please don't tell my man who you are or why you're here. Me and my best friend just looking at each other like, bitch, what? Like, I could really come in this house and really motherfucking pull some. And I was like, okay. Like, I came here with a clear and concise goal. My goal is to not tell your man that you ain't shit. My goal is to go confront my man who ain't shit. Even though you and him both ain't shit, but you're not my target. My man was my target. So I was just like, girl, like, whatever. Like, this is messy as fuck. But okay. Mum's the word. So we go in the house, her sister's there, and her sister's like, who's this? Like, this is really, like, the sister knows what's going down, but she don't want the boyfriend to know, so she's low-key freaking out, but, like, you know, the nigga in the room, like, her new man is in the room, and, like, the sister is having a quiet freak out, because the sister's, like, looking at Allie, like, bitch, you got your new man here, you got your ex's girl here, bitch, what is your life? And I'm just looking at her like, oh no, we good. Mind you, I'm not trying to be messy. I'm really not trying to be messy. But the sister ain't have no teeth. So when me and my friend came in, she was kind of embarrassed. And like, she told Allie, like, why would you bring people in here and I ain't got my teeth in? And I was so confused because the sister was young. She looked like she was in her 30s. So I was thinking to myself, like, I know life happens and dental care is very expensive. Trust me, I very much sympathize with that. It's just, I'm not cracking on her. But I still want to know why she ain't have no teeth. Like, was it drugs? Did a nigga beat your ass? What the fuck? So she put her dentures in and I was just like, you know when you messy and you with your best friend and you see some shit and you're like, bitch! But I had to be like, I just had to give my best friend a quick look like, girl. But, like, you know, that was immature. But, you know when you with your best friend, bitch, everything is funny, okay? So I'm just like, all right, ho, let's get down to business. I came here to set this nigga up. So let's do it. I want you to text Zoe and let him know you want it tonight. Text him and let him know you want a piece of him tonight and that you want to pull up to the crib. And right now, me and him are not talking. So I'm like, he should be free. I mean, unless he's fucking somebody else. Like, knowing him, I was like, but he should be free tonight because me and him are fighting. So we're not supposed to be linking tonight, so he should be able to link with you. Anyway, she starts texting him, and, like, it's like, babe, like, I'm trying to see you, I miss you, blah, blah, blah. He like, nah, not tonight, like, I'm really not in a good mood, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, he's texting me, and we're going back and forth and arguing, like, you never loved me, no, you never loved me, no, you never gave this relationship your all, no, you never gave this relationship your all. but I'm still texting him back, because if I'm not texting him back, he will probably be onto something. So she's like texting him like, please daddy, and like he's like, no bruh. And then she's like, what if I can come to you? And I'm like, yeah, tell him you go ahead and come to him. Tell him like you're gonna come to him. So bitch, that's when he start kind of being like, oh, you can pull up on me, like how you gonna pull up on me? And she's like, oh, I got my friend's car. I don't know what the fuck she told him. Mind you, the car she's planning on driving is her boyfriend's car. The boyfriend that's in the room that doesn't know like what's happening around him. Like, she told him we was about to pull up to the store or something. And the reason we couldn't take my best friend's car is because, like, I think he would have known my best friend's car. Like, he has seen my best friend enough times to know, like, what her car looked like. So, like, you feel me? We was like, nah. We can't take her car. We got to take a car he ain't never seen before because, like, he might start putting 2 and 2 and 3 to 5 to 6, 7, and 8 together, bitch. We got to come through incognito. So, yeah. He eventually like gives in and tells her like, okay, yeah, like you could pull up on me, right? I'm pissed because I'm like, wow, you really think I'm at home and we arguing and you telling a bitch she could pull up on you? Really, nigga? This is coming down to its last minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna come back with part 3 of my ex cheated on me with our coworker, because this is like, I don't know how many parts I'm gonna need to make of this, because like, you're right, this is tea. Like, this is tea. Okay, y'all, so this is part 3. So where I left off the last part of the story, Zoe had just told Allie that she could pull up on him. Wow. Okay, and he didn't know that he was getting set up and that me and my best friend were with her. Boom. So me, my best friend, and Allie, we load up into her man's car and we tell him like, oh, we'll be back. Like, I don't know, he was in the room. Like, wherever he at, I hope he's doing well, because she was doing him so dirty and he was just like, oh, okay. Anyway, so we like pull up to his neighborhood and there's this like security like robot thing where you had to like show your ID or say your name and like you could get in. Like, of course somebody was probably working from home somewhere operating it, but like you had to like, you know, there was security at the gate. So we get to the gate and like she's saying her name at the gate and they're like, you're not on here. You know, it was one of those moments where I just had to like look over at my best friend and be like, her name ain't on the gate, bitch. We'll talk about that later. So, I was like, let me try. So I like lean up to cause we were in a coupe. I lean up to the driver's window and I just like say my name and then it's like access granted. I had to look over at my best friend and be like, bitch, we'll talk about that later too. So, yeah, I'm like, all nervous and I'm like, okay, we really about to do this. So she pulls up, we pull up to his house. Allie texts him like, hey boo, like I'm outside. Meanwhile, the car is like tinted. You cannot see in it. And I'm in the back seat and I'm kind of like ducking down in the back seat. So like, even if he knew like somebody was in the car, like he wouldn't be able to see it was me. My best friend is in the front seat. Allie gets out. Her and Zoe, they like start embracing each other and she starts like kissing on him. And I give it a minute and I'm just like sitting in the car and like my best friend is like, are you gonna get out? Like, don't get out. Just like, don't get out. And I'm like, bro, why would I come here and do all this and then not get out? Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I just want him to like really like hug her up and kiss her up in front of me. Like, I want to see it before I like hop out. Like, I want to really catch him and be like, really? This is what you're doing? So I give it maybe like 2 minutes, I would say, of them like doing whatever they're doing, chopping it up. And then like I like reach my arm out and I like open the driver's side door and I like get out and I like come out the car and I'm like, really? What is this? What is this? What is this? And then he's just like looking at Allie and he's looking at me and he's just like completely bewildered and in shock. And I'm like, what is this? What is going on? What is this? And yeah, like we got his ass. Got that ass. So he just like pushes Allie off of him and he was like, what the fuck? What the fuck are y'all doing? Like, y'all are both crazy. Y'all are both crazy. I'm like, I'm crazy? If I'm crazy, it's because you made me crazy. Like, I'm not paranoid. I'm not like, any of those things that you call me, like, I have evidence. It's right here. Everything that I thought was true is true. Everything I think is true, you be doing anyway, bro. So he, like, goes in the house, like, me and Allie get back in the car, like, whatever. And we, like, pull back up to her crib. And, like, by the time all this happens, like, my adrenaline is, like, kind of running low. Like, at first, like, one of my coworkers is walking towards my car. And I'm like, is he coming towards me? Or, like, what? Like, why are you coming this way? Anyway, what is he doing? Anyway, so, yeah, like, my adrenaline's gone down. At this point, I'm sad. We leave Allie at her house. I get in my best friend's car, and, I'm, like, going home. So, meanwhile, he's texting me, like, why would you bring that crazy girl to my house, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't be messing with her. And, like, I'm with my best friend. I'm just, like, crying because, like, I'm just, like, oh, my God. Like, he was really kissing up on her and, like, hugging on her like that. Like, this is crazy. Like, I can't believe I just witnessed that. Like, mind you, he was not really kissing and hugging on her back. Like, she was, like, all over him and, like, put her arms around his neck. And I don't know. Like, I was just so confused because I was like, did she manipulate me? Is he manipulating me? Did we force him to let somebody come to his house when he was in an emotionally vulnerable state? Like, I was so confused. All I could do was just cry. So then the next day, I started needing to figure out, like, how am I going to get my car home? Because if y'all remember, my car broke down while I was trying to go meet up with this girl. So, who do you think I called? I was like, oh, my car broke down yesterday when I was, like, trying to go meet Allie, and I don't know what to do. And he was like, you see what happens when you be trying to do some bullshit? Like, your car broke down? And I was like, yeah, it's like, it's stuck, like, across town. Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to get my car. So he, like, sets up his tow truck. And then, like, I think he came and got me to, like, meet up with the tow truck at my car. And then, like, he brought me and my car home. And then he was like, I'm done with you. Like, I'm just, like, done with this whole situation. And I was like, okay, I'm done with this situation, too. But if you know anything about toxic relationships, you know that we were, in fact, not really done with each other. And this is finally leading up to what happened when he cheated on me with our coworker. Y'all, you need to keep watching, because if you think that was all tea, what happened with the coworker is piping tea. That is the tea. That is McDonald's sweet tea with a shot of peach. Okay? This was tea. The next tea, that's supreme tea. That's real tea. Alright, I gotta go to work. Love y'all. Bye.
Story time on how I didn't just get cheated on and lied to. I also found out he was gay. For context, this story time is strictly just for you have me fucked up purposes, and everyone needs to know you have me fucked up. And if you can put two and two together, the better. But so I've been gay my whole entire life. I've never dealt with any men, never kissed a man, never dated a man up until I got to Germany. And it was just something I decided I wanted to try because I had never tried it, not even when I was younger. And that was for my own traumatic reasons. So when I got a little older, I decided, after talking to a therapist and a couple of my homegirls, I was like, okay, like, this is something I could try for my own personal growth, and for my own reasons, which I really don't have to explain to no one. Just like you don't have to explain to no one why you like what you like. So, yeah, that's that for one. So in June of 2024, me and my homegirls met. We all got stationed in Germany, and we all became the best of friends. So we decided to go to this club called Euro Palace. This is where we meet all of these people. So we're going to call the dude I was talking to at first Blue. So she was talking to some dude, I was talking to Blue. Me and Blue are, like, cool, like, but he's kind of a dick. Honestly, he's a dick. So I'm like, not interested. So I go and I stand at the table and I'm just drinking my drink, and we're gonna call the other dude Green. Green walks up to me and he's like talking to me, trying to flirt with me. And at the time, I'm like, I haven't been talking to dudes long, so I don't know for sure what I like, but I know it's not you. So I'm sitting there and I'm drinking my drink. He's still flirting with me. And I was like, I'm gonna be honest, I like bitches. I said it, don't cancel me. I said it, I like bitches. I didn't even say females. I didn't say girls. I said bitches. I'm sorry. So I was sitting there and I was like, I like bitches. And he was like, oh, I guess I'm a bitch ass N-word then. Okay. Don't judge me. It was fucking funny. It was funny. It was smooth. Don't judge me. I'm sorry. So we hit it off. We end up just talking a little bit more. He asked me for my Instagram. I give him my Instagram. And the first couple times he slid up on my story or he would text me, I ignored it. Like, I didn't have nothing to say. Honestly, I didn't really want to talk to him. So the last time he hit me up, he said something about a party or something like that. I'm like, shit, whatever, might as well. So we go to this party. I didn't go with him. I met him there. So we go to this party or this club or whatever it was that we went to. And we're just talking or whatever. But I had also met this other girl there named, we're just going to call her Ocean. That don't even matter. This has nothing to do with that. She just knows she was a great person, and that's it. So I was talking to her. He comes in. I'm like, okay, I have to give him some type of attention because, you know. So we go over, we're talking, and he ends up talking to me for a while, and we end up getting together at some point. Honestly, it's kind of a blur. I don't remember how, but we end up getting together. We start dating. So he plays basketball. I don't know if he still does. Honestly, I really don't give a fuck. But he plays basketball. And I remember we was on the way to one of his games, and he had his phone connected to his car, and he has a screen in his car so you can like see who texts, see who calls, all that. And let me just say, cheating while having your screen like up to where people can see it is actually like really fucking bold. Like you don't even give a fuck. You're not even trying to hide it. At least if I was going to cheat, I'm gonna have enough respect for you to not let you find out. He just didn't give a fuck. So anyways, so I'm looking at the screen and all of a sudden I see this girl that we're going to call Alyssa. Her name pops up and there's like hella hard eyes next to her name. Hella hard eyes for her. Mind you, she's a beautiful girl. No hate towards her either. She is fucking gorgeous. But it was just how he handled things that really like threw me. So she pops up on the screen with hella hard eyes and I'm like, who is that? And he was like, oh, he immediately gets defensive. Oh, she put her name in my phone. She did that. Da 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 da. I'm like, okay, that's clearly not your friend. Let me see. So I get to looking at it. It's weird shit. You've been lying to me. So I'm like, block her. He's like, okay, I got you. And does that make me weird? I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know about y'all, but I don't want no man or no girl that I'm dealing with to also be dealing with someone else and lying about it. But is me telling him to block her like insecure or like doing too much? I don't know. Y'all can tell me. So he tells me he blocks her. We move on. Maybe a month or two passes. Honestly, I don't even know. The time is really a blur when you're in the army. I don't know. I don't even know what today is. So time moves on, and he was taking me to vehicle registration so that I could get something done. And one of my friends was with me. And we're all in the car. And his phone is not connected to the screen, but I see it like ding on his phone. So I look at it, and I'm like, didn't you say you blocked her? And he was like, I did. Da 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 da. I'm like, let me see. So I get the phone, I start looking through it, been talking to her for months, the entire time he's been talking to her. And y'all, I know y'all are going to say I'm stupid because I kept going back. Okay, I get it, I know. Give a bitch some grace. Apparently y'all have fathers. So, I'm looking at it and I'm like, you're a fucking liar. So I start getting mad. I'm like going off. I done got out the car, left his door open. Bitch, get out and close it. Fuck. So I go in my room. I'm going off on him and I'm just like telling him like, you got me fucked up. He's like, oh God, we're just friends, da 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 da. And what did JC's stupid ass do? Believe him. I'm sorry. I did. So anyways, so we broke up for like a month. And then eventually we got back together. I'm sorry. I know. I'm a dumb bitch. Whatever. Something else happened and I'm not sure what it was. I really don't remember, but we broke up again. And the day after we broke up, this was one day later, one of my friends was throwing a party. He's like a party promoter here. So he's throwing a party and everyone always goes. So we all are at this party and this is the day after we broke up, mind you. He pulls up with 3 girls in the back of his car, one of them being Alyssa, the girl that he said he had blocked. That's the girl he said he never cheated on me with, all of that. So as soon as they walk in, they have a section that's like across from my section. It's like diagonal to my section. And they're all like just staring at me and my friends. Like they're all just like, and so I know it's some weird shit. Mind y'all, I'm a little crazy. So like I do be doing some stupid shit. Sorry. So they keep staring at me and it's really pissing me off. So I pull Green over to my section and I kiss him and then I wave at them And they're like, and so I'm just like, let me see your phone. So I get his phone, I go through it, he thought he got smart, but he didn't get fucking smart enough. Because I went to the recently deleted messages, because I'm like, this shit too clean. I know he's a cheater, this shit's too fucking clean. So I go to the recently deleted, and all the messages are still there. I'm like, bitch, you got me fucked up. You've never blocked this bitch. So any chance that we had her getting back together is donezo. So I throw his fucking phone across the damn section, and he goes to go outside, and they're walking behind him because they don't have no ride home. So they're walking behind him, and I looked at him and I said, bitch, if you put these motherfucking girls in your car and take them home, when we get back to base, I will key the fuck out your car and I will bust every window in this bitch. Mind you, my friends already had to make sure that I didn't throw a brick through his window because he was really pissing me off. Y'all, I got made to seem like I was the crazy bitch so many times, but like no one knew the shit that he was putting me through. No one knew what he was putting me through. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say everything because some of it is embarrassing just for me to say, because like he really did some dirty, grimy shit. So like there was so much shit that no one knew, and I was just always made to seem like I was just the fucking insane, crazy bitch that crashes out every time they see me. No, like I'm dumb for staying, but I'm not just crazy. I'm not being crazy for no reason. So me and one of my other friends, we end up talking to this, like, a friend group. Like, I'm talking to him, and she's talking to his friend. So, long story short, they both end up giving us chlamydia at the same time. Mind you, I'm freaking out because I've never had anything wrong with me ever. Like, I've never had them problems, and I'm freaking the fuck out. Like, I am crying, I'm shaking, I'm mad, I'm going the fuck off, and all he keeps saying is, oh, like, I don't know what happened, I don't know how, da-da-da-da, and like, you're lying, you got me fucked up. You have me fucked up. And then, other dude, he just is like refusing to go to the doctor to my homegirl. I don't know what the fuck that was about, but he was refusing to go to the doctor, and he was acting like he didn't want to get help. Mind you, this is a whole different homegirl than the one that it was originally in the beginning. This is a whole different girl. So eventually I'm like, it's kind of weird to me that y'all both gave it to us at the same time. So I asked him, I'm like, are y'all fucking the same bitch or are y'all fucking each other? So he starts going like, why would you even ask me some shit like that? That's fucked up. That's nasty. I don't roll that way. Da 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 da. He going off. I'm like, seem a little defensive. Are you projecting? So long story short, after we broke up, we broke up after that. We broke up. We never got back together, whatever. And I'm hearing things and people are saying like, oh, Green is gay. Green is gay. He's down low. Da 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 da. I'm like, how do y'all know? Because I never told no one. And they start telling me that he was arranging to go visit a gay man in a different country. Mind you, nothing against gay men because I love the LGBT. I'm sorry, it cut out, but I love the LGBT community. It's nothing against them. It was just that it kind of like solidified everything that I had already thought. Come to find out, him and the dude that my homegirl was talking to were fucking. That is how we got chlamydia from them, and he did go see the man. He never bought anything for me, so him buying something just to go see him was crazy, but I guess that's just what he likes. He's gay. But yeah, so all that cheating and stuff, he was gay.
Tell me how me and my friend had went to a party and I just found out that she's pregnant by my best friend's boyfriend. Mind you, we went to this party a couple of months ago. So, long story short, me and her, I went to this party, got really super drunk. Kind of found out my best friend's boyfriend was there. But I'm drunk out of my mind, baby. I don't even peep. My friend goes upstairs to him and fuck him. We gonna name my best friend boyfriend Car. Mind you, I don't even know this is going on. Like, I don't know who she up there with. Don't ask questions. So now we're in present time, y'all. So now that she's pregnant, I'm like, so who did you sleep with? Mind you, I don't know that she slept with my best friend's boyfriend yet. So I said, who you sleep with? She said, Car. I said, okay, it's a lot of cars. It's a lot of cars out in this world. What's his last name, Bookie? What's the last name? This bitch done said the last name. I said, oh, no, she didn't. So now that she's saying who the baby daddy is, I'm like, girl, was he drunk? Was he sober? Like, what was the influence of all of this? Because, baby, you're pregnant and you was drunk. Because I know I was fucked up. Why me and my friend went to a party and she got pregnant by my best friend's boyfriend. So I'm like, girl, what was his influence? You was drunk. I was drunk. Babies was made. So she said he wasn't drunk. He wasn't drunk. I said, baby, that was rape. That was rape. But she was like, no, she wanted it. Was here, she's okay. She said it felt good. I said, okay, girl, that's what you think. Whatevs. So obviously she decided to keep the baby. My best friend's livid. No, my best friend no. And now the baby mama keeping the baby. Why they end up fighting? And then the baby mama won. I'm not trying to put business out there, but she on her Krishan shit and she drinking with the baby and shit, but that ain't none of my business. This part of story time, y'all. It's part of the story. Mind you, Car already said, baby, I'm not taking care of that baby. That baby not in mine. You already was pregnant when we already did it. And my best friend stayed with her. Well, ex-best friend. Because me and the girl ain't friends no more. I'm friends with the baby mama.
Story time on how I found out my homegirl slept with my man by seeing the video in his phone. So boom, I'm like 15, 16 at the time. Mind you, this is my man. We've been together for like 3 years. Like, that's mine. Everybody knows we're together. And my homegirl, we had a whole trio. Like, we went out together. We went shopping. We got food. We would have sleepovers. And P.S., the other girl in the friend group slept with him too. But we not talking about her. We talking about this one. So boom, it's just a regular day. I'm chilling with my man. Well, thought he was my man. We at his house. We just chilling, talking, you know, doing what you do. So he leave out the room to go talk to his mom about whatever. And he leaves his phone in the room. Mind you, I have his password. Like, he has my password. We locked in. Like, I don't know how more I could explain this. Posting on the snap, like, childhood love. Everyone knew we were together. So he leaves his phone. And what did I do? Go through it. Like, it's our phone. What you mean? This ain't no secret. So I'm just scrolling through apps, just, you know, doing shit. And now, like, I understand why people say, don't go through that phone unless you want your feelings hurt. Dead ass. So I don't know what made me do this, but I click on Google Pics. Like, I already been through the camera roll, but I've never been through the Google Pics. So I go through it. I'm scrolling. Had to stop. So I see somebody naked getting back shots. Like, and why would he have this in his phone if it wasn't him? So what do? Click it. When I tell y'all, like, everything, every emotion, feeling you could think of rushed through my body. Like, my heart dropped. I seen the girl clear as day. I knew who it was. That was my homegirl. And I didn't even have to see the nigga's face. I know what that shit looked like. It was mine. And he was raw doing it. No condom, no nothing. You know how heartbroken I was? So as I'm feeling all these emotions, not even knowing what to think, what to say, what to do, he come back in the room. Phone unlocked. See me. He didn't even have time to say nothing, think. Like, I just popped on him. What else could I have done? Like, you really just played in my face. I'm like, what? So I'm beating on him. And, like, he finally peeps, like, what I seen. Why this nigga start crying? Why the fuck are you crying? Like, if that's not some manipulative, narcissistic shit, I don't know what is. So he boo-hoo crying because, well, you know you did wrong. You know you did wrong. So I leave. I walk out. I had to leave. Somebody was going to die. Somebody. So I leave, go for a walk, but I'm not cooling down. Like, there's nothing cooling me down on this walk. Like, nothing is helping me, like, calm down. So I get to texting her, you stupid slut ass. Like, I was going in. Stupid dumb bitch. You a side hoe. You knew we was together and you still you, like, I was going in. So boom. Then I forgot what happened. I think I went back to the house. He over here trying to explain, trying to say everything. Like, I wasn't listening to nothing. I texted my mom. I said, come get me. Mind you, I'm young at the time. So I said, come get me right now. And it's like, girl, you was with me every day. Y'all done been up in my face, both of y'all. In my face. Acting like nothing's going on. Like, y'all not. Oh. And I've been dogging people out ever since.
TikTok loves a good story time, and I'm finna give y'all just that because I never did a story time before, and if you know me, you know my life be a shit show. Well, used to be a shit show. Story time about how my baby daddy had me and another girl pregnant at the same time. Our due dates were the same time, and everything. Anyways, let's get right into it. And no, I don't use fake scenarios and fake names. So if you don't like it, you shouldn't did it to me. At the time my baby daddy is in jail, he had been in jail for about 2 weeks. I tell him that I'm very sick, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go take a pregnancy test. So they come back positive. So the next time he calls me, I let him know, like, hey, I just peed on a stick and I'm pregnant as hell. And he like, what? Like, he was excited. It was like just like a whole joyful whatever. Like, he was actually really happy. Not that I was not expecting that, but I just, at the time, I was floored about it. He like, what's your next move? What you got planned? I said, well, I'm gonna go to Planned Parenthood and I'm gonna find out how far along I am and take a, you know, just an extra pregnancy test. So the next following day, I call him and I'm like, hey, I think at the time 5-6 weeks. My baby daddy's in jail. He been in there for 2 weeks and I was about 5-6 weeks. He called me back later and he like, hey, he like, what's up with you? And I'm like, what's up with me? He like, why do the homies in the hood know that you pregnant? I said, so I'm like, I don't know, maybe one of their girlfriends see me at Planned Parenthood or overheard like a conversation that was being had between me and a doctor or something like that. I'm like, because how would anybody know how far along I am? So that was like a mystery. So anyways, days and time go by, whatever. He ended up getting released from jail. He only had to do like maybe like a little 3-4 week sentence. Pick him up from jail and we go home. We take a nap. Like, we get some food, go home. I go straight to sleep. Mind you, I'm pregnant, I'm tired, I'm weak, everything. So he like, when we get up later, like, let's go to my cousin's house. They cooking, they got some fried fish and blah 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 and all of that. I'm like, okay, cool. He like, and I need to go get my property. I'm like, okay, cool, like, let's do it. So while he's upstairs talking to one of his cousins, one of my homegirls called me and she like, bitch, are you on Facebook? And I'm like, no. And she like, well, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and log into that Facebook. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, is everything okay? I'm literally, I don't know anything. So a girl posted an ultrasound picture and tagged him in it. So he get in the car and I'm trying to play it so smooth and so cool. And so I asked him, I'm like, oh, I don't ask him shit. Hold on. So we go to his people's house and now I don't have no appetite. I'm not hungry. My whole mood switch. So he keep asking me what's wrong. Anyway, so we get back to my house and I asked him, I'm like, you got somebody else pregnant? And he was like, no. And I was like, look. I'm like, look, Lucius. Yes, that nigga name is Lucius. Lucius fucking lying. I said, Lucius, I'm gonna ask you again. I said, do you have somebody else pregnant? I said, is there another girl out there claiming to be pregnant with your child? So let me rewind back for y'all. Remember that this man was mad at me because his whole hood knew that I was pregnant. Come to find out, the whole time they was talking about her, they wasn't talking about me. So again, I'm gonna give you another opportunity. I said, do you have another girl pregnant? I said, because I'm about to go real bad on you right now. So, boom. He like, yeah. I said, so how long have you been knowing this? He like, a couple weeks now. Let me rewind back for you guys. When he first goes to jail, he needs to be bailed out. So he calls me and he's like, hey, I need to be bailed out. He like, they just picked me up on this charge, whatever. I need you to go and meet up with the homegirl, Takoya. He like, I need you to go meet up with the homie bitch or whatever, the homegirl. She gonna go half with you on my bail. Her name is Takoya. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, that's a name I never heard before. But I didn't think nothing of it because it's a lot of homegirls that are really cool. When I see the screenshots that the homegirl sent me, and then I remember the name that I was supposed to be meeting up with to go sign off him getting bailed out or whatever, I'm like, Takoya. And then on the thing it say Takoya. So I'm like, okay. This is the bitch that you had wanted me to meet up with. This been your bitch all along. So boom, both of us are now pregnant. But mind you, nobody knows that I'm pregnant yet. Nobody knows that I'm pregnant. I'm talking about nobody knows that I'm pregnant. So a fake page hit me up and was like, haha, you just mad that I'm pregnant by yo nigga. You mad that you can't get pregnant. And all of that kind of stuff. Whole time I'm pregnant. I gotta come back and do a part 2 because the T just got in the car from baseball practice. You're the T right now. Okay, y'all, so part 2 on how I found out my baby daddy had me and another girl pregnant. I told y'all before, I don't use fake scenarios and fake names, so if you don't like it, you shouldn't have did it. I told y'all that the fake page was trolling me saying, you know, I can't get pregnant, that's why I'm pregnant by your boyfriend, and just trolling me on Twitter. Her cousins, her friends, her family, everybody was trolling me, trying to bully me. Remember, I told you that we were supposed to go and sign paperwork and get him bailed out of jail together. That ended up not happening. I don't know whatever happened with that, but that ended up not happening. So I never seen the girl, never, no, none of that. You know me, if you know KP, you know that you can't bully me. So I'm like, at this point, I'm like, let's do it up. I had not known what this girl looked like. I don't know nothing about her. I just know a name. So I go and I type the name in on Facebook because, you know, I'm trying to see what's going on. I'm trying to see the post for myself, read the comments myself. I want to see what's really going on. So I get on her Facebook and immediately I'm like, this girl's ugly as a motherfucker. I know you keeping that baby because my baby daddy probably I'm gonna stay on track because I just got a little sidetracked with those little comments. Anyways, so I go and inspect, you know, the shit myself. So I start bleaching my baby daddy clothes. I put him out, and I make that call to Planned Parenthood and set up that appointment. And if you know, you know. So like I told y'all, nobody knows that I'm pregnant because I don't know, you know, what I want to do. But she is out loud with her pregnancy, so it's like, you're keeping it. You know, if you don't plan on keeping a baby, you don't tell nobody. So I'm like, okay, well, she keeping hers. I'm gonna get rid of mine because I don't even want to be a part of this shit show. Like, no. So I go back home or whatever, and I'm just like mad, confused. I'm every emotion that you can feel. So clearly, the baby that I tried to get rid of got in a car yesterday. So that sums that up. I never end up going through with the whole appointment because something just came over me when I was in there, and I was like, I want to do this even if I'm doing it by myself. I'm young, I'm done. At the time I'm 19, 20. I'm 20 years old. So now I'm not ignoring him because I done changed the game up. It went from getting rid of and never talk to you again to we about to be doing this for the rest of our lives. So yeah, you know what, come over, I need to holler at you. So he come over and I'm like, just tell me the truth about you and the girl situation. Like, that's all I want. So told me that, you know, I only hit that girl like 2 times. He was like, she been trying to get up on me, she been thirsty over me. You know, I gave in 1 time and gave in 2 times, whatever. And I might have to get like, you only take 1 fucking time or whatever. So, but, and my thing with women be, y'all be trying to act like y'all don't know about the girlfriend and all of that, but y'all do. And everybody on that side of town knew about me because my baby daddy had a girlfriend, and then I came along, and then me and him got together. So it was a girl before me, and I came in, and you know, oh look, you lose a nigga the same way you get him, huh? So he tell me like, you know, like I'm basically telling her like, I don't want to have no kid with you. I didn't really like plan to have no kid world. I'm not walking around ditzy. I don't know what he lay up and tell that girl. I don't know how their relationship is. So I could just go based off of what he told me. I'm gonna fast forward the story because it wasn't much going on, but let me say I'm like at this point like 5 months pregnant now, about to start, you know, planning a baby shower. So one day me and my baby daddy were on a date, and when he goes to the bathroom, he leave his phone behind, and I keep seeing his phone light up or whatever. He getting text messages, so I kind of like, you know, like, who texted you? It's the baby mama. So I go, and I always know it's cold. I don't go through people's phone, but I know it's cold, and I went, unlocked the phone, and was like, he don't want to be bothered with you. Stop fucking texting his phone. Stop calling him. Stop bothering him. When you have your baby, holla at him. And at that time, that's really how I felt about the situation, because you knew about me, you knew what was going on, and you decided to, because it's like, bitch, why is you bothering him during your pregnancy? Like, he's not going to the appointments with you. This, not that. You're not going to appointments with him or with her. Y'all not doing no baby shower together. But mind you, you could do whatever you want. We ain't married. We young and dumb. You could do whatever you want. But I'm telling you this now. If he want to be with me, he not doing that with you. And I feel different about, I'm 30 years old now, so I feel a lot different about this shit. But I'm just telling y'all the story in time. He's not going to appointments with you. Y'all not doing no baby shower together. Y'all not doing no maternity pictures. This, not that. And you knew that when you decided to keep that baby. You knew you was going to go through this pregnancy by yourself. Now, I'm never for a man not taking care of his child when his child gets on earth. Like, when your baby is born, you got to be a part of that child's life. But you not doing no catering. He not rubbing no feet and bringing you no food or no nothing like that. It's not that type of party. And you know what you signed up for. Yeah. So we gonna fast forward. So I have my I forgot something. Fuck it, I'm gonna do that part 3 because this shit finna get good. Hold on. Part 3 on how my baby daddy had me and another girl pregnant at the same time. You already know what I'm gonna say. I don't use fake scenarios and fake names, so if you don't like it, you should not have done it. So my cousin called me one day and she like, bitch, what you doing? She like, I gotta tell you something. I'm like, what up? She like, girl, I went out last night and guess who the fuck was in the club drunk? I said, who? She like, bitch, your baby daddy, other baby mama. I said, hold on. I said, wait. Run that back. Run that back. She like, yes, bitch, in the club with a motherfucking cup in her hand, drinking. I said, so was she not pregnant no more or what? Because I'm not staying updated with her no more. She like, no, bitch, in the club drunk. Of course, I go and be messy and I go and tell my baby daddy, I'm like, your baby mama, she drinking with your, at this point, we know what we having. She having a boy, I'm having a girl. I'm like, you know your baby mama be in the club drunk? And I'm being messy. I'm being petty. I'm being messy and I'm being petty. Like, I don't got no shame in my motherfucking game. So he like, that's on her and her life or whatever. Like, yeah, like I could tell her don't drink and don't do this and don't do that, but she gonna do what she wanna do regardless. Like I can't, I'm not, well, she's a grown woman and she know what kind of damage she gonna, you know, do to her child. Our child. Like I said, we in the middle of planning a baby shower. So one day me and my best friend, and people who know me, y'all gonna know who everybody is. I ain't gonna use everybody's name, whatever, but everybody know that my best friend was Tania. So me and Tania, we go to Chili's or whatever on a late night. Like I want to meet some little Texas cheese fries and all of that. And we run into our older homegirls at the bar. Clearly I'm not going to the bar, but I'm going to the bar now at this point. So I order my stuff with them or whatever. And they like, yeah, like KP, what's up? What's the deal with? And this time I'm not going to use my homegirl name because she be having some shit going on. So she like, I'm finna tell you something and you better never go back and repeat this shit to nobody. So mind you, damn, how many months would I have been in? So she like, I'm gonna tell you this right now. She was like, that girl gonna have that baby before you. She was like, and listen to me. She telling people that, you know, like she was the first baby mama, she was pregnant first, she was fucking with him first and all that and all type of stuff, like some delusional shit in her head. So she want to show the world like I'm his first baby mama and, you know, whatever. Who the fuck even let a pregnant ass girl in the club? And my homegirl was like, I'm telling you, she was like, when the baby is born, she was like, I bet you that baby be born before yours. She was like, I think that bitch, well, what her cousin had told me, she was taking some type of tablets or whatever, or something for the baby to come early. She was like, when your baby daddy get that phone call and say, oh, the baby here and all that type of stuff, I bet you it be way before yours. She was like, she gonna try to have that baby before you have your baby because she want to be a first baby mama real bad. I'm telling you. And y'all know, if y'all know me, y'all know what side of the city that my family's from. Venice is so motherfucking messy, but let's get into all the tea. So boom, me and my baby daddy, we getting dressed. I'm fast forwarding the story in February. Me and my baby daddy getting dressed to go out on a date for Valentine's Day. And he get a phone call saying, you know, like the baby's here. Mind you, my due date is April 20th. My due date is April 20th. She calls on Valentine's Day to say, your baby is here. So, my baby daddy being the person that he is, I already know he like, I'm about to go see my son. And he like, I feel like I'm in a fucked up position because I want to take, you know, my girlfriend out for Valentine's Day, but my son was just born. So he was like, you know, like, it was a lot. Like, that was an emotional day for me because, you know, like, the situation I'm already in. And yes, I know y'all probably thinking like, girl, you dumb. I would never even had a fucking baby and all of that. Whatever. Fuck y'all. So the baby is born. He goes to the hospital. She tells the doctors or nurses and the security to not let him in. So he goes up there for no reason. He up there for hours trying to see his son while I'm at home. And I think that night, like, I just end up going the fuck to sleep or whatever. And, so he was never able to see his son, and because his son was born so early, they had to put the baby in a NICU. So he was trying to go and see the baby in the NICU, try to go into her room, and everybody was just like, no, like, she don't want you seeing the baby and all of that. People come up for the birth certificate. He still ain't seen the son or whatever. She names him, and she doesn't give the little boy my baby daddy's last So now the son is here. February, I'm gonna say Valentine's Day, and I still have a couple more months. I still have 2 more months. I'm at the Fox Hills Mall, and I run into my homegirl, and she like, bitch, what I tell you? I said, what? I already know what she's saying, but I want her to say it. She was like, I told you that baby was gonna be born early, right? I said, she the first baby mama. She getting exactly what she want. She was just like, I'm telling y'all, these bitches be cold. So my baby shower comes around March 19th, and all my family, friends come out and blah, 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 whatever. Give y'all the background on the girl, my baby daddy, and everybody. So my mom, my baby daddy, the girl, they all from the same hood. They all from the same hood on that side of town. So that's how I know, that's how we all like, you know, mesh and mix and all of that for this next part of the story. So everybody come out, they come to my baby shower, and it's one girl that is there that in the future start in my baby daddy also. So in my opinion, I don't know if it's true, whatever. I don't give a fuck. If people want to chime in and tell their side, I don't give a fuck. But it's one girl who came to my baby shower, who I think she came just to be nosy for the baby mama. Because again, we all from, like, our parents is all from the same section. Came to be nosy. Because at the time, the girl who was at my baby shower and then the baby mama sister or whatever, they were best friends. So they were best friends. So I feel like she came to be nosy, and eventually she ended up fucking with my baby daddy and everything also. So she at the baby shower taking pictures of us and the whole shebang. And kind of find out later she had been fucking my baby daddy too. So-called play cousin or whatever. And that's a whole nother story time. But
Part 4 on how my baby daddy had me and another girl pregnant at the same time. It took me a minute to get back to the story time because this is from 9 years ago, so I just forget hella shit.
And so I know I fucked y'all up when I had added that other girl in who came to my baby shower and started getting my baby daddy too. That is a whole different story. Like, if y'all want that, that is just like a whole separate story. Like, that don't got nothing to do with baby mama and baby daddy stuff. So y'all want that story because that's tea too. Well, we're gonna stick to the baby mama and baby daddy. So the part 4 is gonna be real quick and easy because now, like, moving on, we both have our kids. We finally have to meet each other in person because we have to bring the kids to the grandparents' house for a holiday. So I meet the baby mama or whatever, and neither one of us is on that. It's like, oh, what up? She's like, oh, what up? Or whatever. But eventually it ended up being like really like no smoke with me and the baby mama. Like, because at the end of the day, like I've always said, like at the end of the day, the people who are going to lose in the situation are going to be the children. But I guess I will give y'all an update on the children. They're both 9 years old now. They're 9 years old. They have no relationship. They don't talk to each other. They don't see each other. Holidays, birthdays, you know, summer times, nothing. They don't talk at all. And my baby daddy had ended up going to prison. And he like tried to like keep them together as much as he could on the street because he always had my daughter. It was harder to get like his son because she just, you know, didn't want the baby around me, and she don't like his family because I don't know, maybe she felt like, oh, y'all like her so y'all can't like me and my son, or I don't know, and I ain't here to guess, so correct me if I'm wrong. No, my daughter, she's a kid who does not care about things that do not concern her. So if you don't ask about her brother, she ain't gonna talk about her brother. People always ask her, do you miss your brother? And she just be like, do he miss me? But it is an unfortunate situation because I'm somebody who has 5 or 6 of us siblings, and we all got different parents, different moms, and we are all like this. So I think it's very important for siblings. And I've tried to like reach out and, hey, can my daughter FaceTime? I'm just trying to figure out what you mad at. Like, that was my boyfriend. You had a baby with him after you even knew, but you still mad 9 years later. Whatever, you can have that. But also, I'm not stupid. I know my baby daddy probably be in her ear talking about we gonna be together and we gonna raise our son and all that. Like, I know niggas, like, come on. I done dealt with enough, but not enough. So let me know if y'all got single. Y'all know I keep throwing my shot out there. When we met in person, one thing I did not know about her, she was tall as a motherfucker. That bitch was like 6'2", like she stood up. She just kept standing up. And I'm like, happy I ain't fight your ass. What I forgot to tell y'all at the beginning of my pregnancy, people was calling me, congratulating me on twins. Anyways, so it was really, really not like a whole lot after the baby was born. Like I said, her kids don't have no relation. I don't follow her, nothing. We not friends. We just nothing.
So one day my cousin was like, she was at the park and she was hanging out, blah, blah, blah. Somebody brought up my baby daddy and something about baby mamas and all that type of stuff. That's my baby daddy texting me right now. Just doing too much. My baby daddy want to get in my story time, be like, well, make sure you tell TikTok that I really do love you, though. And blah, 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 and Anyways, my cousin is at the park. And somebody's like, which baby mama you talking about? The cute baby mama or the other one? And when my cousin told me that, I took that and ran with it. I'm so full of myself. But that's how I end up having the cute BM and all that. But now that I'm grown and I'm 30 and this was 9 years ago, I want to change my my TikTok name, by the way. Like, I don't want to be the baby mama of nothing like I'm a mother. So that's really the end of part 4. Like, it's not a lot to do with me and the baby mama no more. Like, like, we just don't exist in each other's world because I don't care. I don't know if she care. But them other story times, y'all gotta let me know if y'all want them. Because I ain't just gonna be on this motherfucker yapping if y'all don't want it. But I will say, the first couple months, I felt like she was still trying to be, like, petty and try to, like, make points. Because when my baby daddy will go and, like, see his son or whatever, she would sneak pictures of him. Like, it'll be pictures of, you know, like, him, like, looking down, holding the baby. Or, you know, like, across the room. Like, I ain't even gonna say sneak pictures because that is the father of her child. Or whatever. But she'll, like, take pictures, off-guard pictures, and be, like, family day and little things like that. You know, like, I don't know if you're trying to get up under my skin or you're trying to show the world, like, this situation is not what y'all thought it was, or, like, I don't know. But that was, like, some, like, little messy shit that was going on. Where you going? Why you got a backpack?
Hey, so I'm gonna be y'all story time about how I jumped my homegirl. But, hello, I jumped her with my best friend that I knew for 4 years. 5 now. Okay, so, me and the girl who we jumped was like this. Oh god, I can't even tell. I ain't even finna sit here in front for y'all. We were like this, no lie. But let me tell you how it started. Like, we got like arguing and stuff. Okay, this is how it started. Okay, the girl who we jumped, we're gonna call her Kay. We're gonna call my best friend. We're gonna call her best friend. Okay, best friend and Kay. So Kay got with her fake sisters, right? And we're talking about one of my other friends to me and wanted me to put some input in there. I'm not the type to talk about nobody when they're not around. That's just me, because at the end of the day, why would you like come to them about them? Because you get what I'm saying. Okay, so she got mad. Her sister was like, I'm a fake friend with her. Me, she told me that on the phone, you a fake friend because you should have told her, you know. I should tell, you know. So, the same night, that following night, me and my best friend had got with each other. Right. So, Kay, with her sister, mind you, her sister's grown, y'all, they grown. She called my nose ring really finna piss me the fuck off. She called my phone, she said, at this point, do you need that? Because I'm sick of you. Crazy girl. So, I was like, stop trying to show out. Like, she changed her voice and I'm like, stop trying to show out. Mom, she already like my best friend. They were jealous of each other over me because like I was hanging with Kay more than my best friend. My best friend had my little, you know. So she was like, yeah, you know, I was like, you know where I'm at. Like, come. Just come. You know. Mind you, 4 of her sisters in the car. 4 of her sisters in the car. Right. They little, but they older. So, we pull up. Took them about a little couple hours, but they put up. Smooth. Her big sister in the driver's seat. She don't know what's going on. Why would you bring her to fight? But thought you know what's going on. Beat your feet. Beat it. Okay, so, smooth. I'm like, step out the car. I opened all the doors to the car. Try to look where she at. Spoke with my granddaddy. Or my nephew. Definitely gonna get this shit. No lie. So, open the back seat though. Her sister instantly say, don't open my door. I ain't got nothing to do with this. I look up to the front. I see her in the passenger seat. I walk around the car. So, I open her door. Mind you, the big sister, she didn't try to lock the door. She didn't try to back up the car. She didn't try to do nothing. She just watching. So, my mama there. My mama with my cousin or whatever, they grown, you know, like my mama. Like age type of cousin. My best friend's sister was there. Her cousin was there, and my sister was there. Okay, so she didn't get out of the car. Like, she just, let me show you how she is, y'all. She literally propped up, like, just comfortable. Got both her hands on her other hand, just looking while I'm talking shit. Okay, now you playing in my face now. Okay. So I was like, step out the car. I was like, I don't want to have to come up in the car and do it like that. Because I didn't want to hop to by the car and just start, you know, how that goes. Like that. I didn't want to do all that. So, I got my best friend. Here she go. She come across the curb. I looked. I just knew it was she was finna pop out. Cause mind you, y'all, them my friend, them my homegirl. Like, we like this. Like, I ain't even trying to do all that. Like, what? So I ain't even in all that right now. My best friend, she realized I ain't want to hit her. First, at least, she punching. I see my best friend find. The case started fighting back now. She did start fighting back. She was find out the car. Just doing like this. All that stuff I ain't never did. Can't nobody never say they did that. So, I instantly jump in, throwing straight from the shoulders. I showed the video. Y'all want to see the video? I will post the video. But somebody got to say tag me so I can feel famous. And I'll tag you. And post it. But it's different. It's different views. So, I'll post all of them. Matter of fact. Yeah, I'm punching, all right. She got my best friend. My best friend had tight, like right around her hand. My best friend still can't move. I get behind my best friend. I'm just reach up in the car. She let go my best friend. Had to try to hit me back. My best friend just flew back. It's another instant of view now, mind you. When her sister pulled off. And what they was yelling out, they were gonna shoot up our house. They went by my house, like where I originally stayed, and said they was gonna bust out the windows. My house too big for all that. Fuck out my face. So that happened. Boom. She go to school and telling everybody she told us so had my best friend leaking, kept my best friend in the face. My best friend was giving her credit, saying that she was hitting her and all that other stuff, but she didn't want to take like just. So, okay, started it up again. I already got beat up. At that point, when she was talking, I wasn't even saying that. I was just posting for her, going on about my day. Seeing her to fight, going on about my day. She claimed we had to jump her. Mind you, we both jumped in. I jumped in as soon as they started fighting. Nobody lost. No lie. Nobody was losing when I jumped in. I just jumped in because my best friend was fighting. And I was heated. Like, Kendall, you are... Sorry. But yeah, you arguing with me. You know. So, how long? But yeah, like, so after that, we pull up on her this time. Another video, I will post that one too. Just say tag me for the second video. Or second fight. We pull up, she didn't get out the car. All her big sister was surrounded the car. Like, she was in the car just sitting there. They get out the car, they pulled her off. They went about that day, we went about all day. Smooth. So, yeah. We get back cool after that on the low. Nobody knew we were cool but us. We got y'all mad again. So, after that, I feel back. I feel back on everybody. My best friend feel back on everybody. Like, I just don't even talk about it at school. So, yeah. It did life. But, yeah, y'all, comment if y'all want another story time. And comment. Tag y'all for the fight. And, yeah. Bye, y'all. I don't mind how I just got out of school, too.
You You was 31, divorced, and living back with your mama because you was in grad school and you needed the extra money to be able to pay for grad school. Now, your life wasn't perfect, but it was a whole lot better since you divorced that man. Now, a few months ago, you had went to the smoothie shop on the side of your job. That was a regular thing for you to do for lunch. One day, as you walking out, this man stop you and say, I think you dropped something. You was like, wait. He hands you a napkin and say, my phone number. You open it and his number on it. Both bust out laughing. He said, I was lame, huh? You said it was lame, but it was cute. You say things something flatter. You proceed to walk away. He's yelling behind you, I hope you use it. For a few days go by, and you get a friend request on IG. I'll start DMing. You're like, you know what? He's a little bit older, but he's cute. He clean cut. He got a beard. I'ma go for it. You use his number. Y'all go out on a coffee date, and another one, then another one. Your mom is like, you spending a lot of time out of the house lately. What you been doing? Say, well, you know, I got a little boo. She was like, you know what? I'm happy for you. Your ex-husband put you through a lot. So you say, your mama, thank you. And she says she hopes to meet him one day. You say you probably will. So about a month goes by. At this point, you and him probably been talking for about 2.5 months. You decide to invite him over to dinner. Your mama excited. She put her foot in them oxtails. And after y'all had dessert, you decide to pour everybody a glass of wine. Once you take your seat, he was like, I want to make a toast. He was like, oh, okay. I want to toast to you because you're beautiful, you're loving, you're kind. It's been a blessing getting to know you. He said, but I also want to say I'm sorry. So you say, for what? He said, I'm sorry I didn't say you this sooner. You say, tell me what? He said, I have herpes, and not only did I give it to you, your mama paid me to do it.
Excuse me. Hey y'all. So it's a story time type of day. You already know the vibes. The vibe. Anyways, so basically, if y'all saw my last video, this girl who I thought was my friend called the police on me. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. Alright, so basically, the person whose car it is gave me permission to use their car before they left town. Because if y'all remember my one video where I was like, it's so scary having the police ride behind you with no insurance and suspended tags, blah, blah, blah. Basically, that caught up to me. So I had to use somebody's car, which is basically like my boyfriend, if you want to just say it like that. So basically, his cousin, which was my friend at the time, was like, oh, so-and-so got locked up, so you can't use the car. She feel like, basically, she co-signed on the car. She feel like because she co-signed on the car that she owned the car. But that's not how that works. You don't have no ownership rights for real. Like, you're just there in case he defaults on the payment. You get what I'm saying? Like, so why she gonna ask me, because he's locked up, she's gonna ask me to return the car back to her. And I'm just like, hold on, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, what does him being locked up have to do with the car? You know what I'm saying? He gave me permission to use the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So I was like, no, I'm not returning the car. You're going to have to call the police on me. Like, what? And I feel like she was just being petty to me. And she know I didn't have no way to work. Like, she know I didn't have my car. Like, she just was being weird. So after I told her to call the police on me, this bitch really going to call the police on me. So she called the police. The police come calling my phone talking about something. Yeah, so what's going on? Like, and I'm telling them, like, yo, I had permission to use this car. I have evidence. I have everything y'all need. Like, what y'all need? So I gave them the evidence through text. And they're like, oh, well, yeah, you can keep the car. Like, I don't know why she called us, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, right. That's my point exactly. So, hold on. I'm going to do another part. So from there, let me tell you how this shorty started acting so funny towards me. So after the police was called or whatever, and after they talked to me, and after they was like, yeah, you good or whatever to keep the car, basically I text her, I'm like, girl, you so federal. Like, why would you call the police on me? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm just going off at this point because I don't like no police. Don't involve no police. Like, and then it's like, you know, I have to get to work back and forth. Yes, she offered me, you know, Uber money to get there and back, but that's not the point. The point is, this is not your car. This is your cousin's car. He owns the car. You're just a co-signer. So it just doesn't make sense for her to have wanted to take the car. So I feel like she was just being petty. So then, why I go on social media? Social media gonna tell it all. So I go on social media and I see she unfollowed me from everything, like even TikTok. Like, and I'm just like, this bitch is weird because you know what? I wasn't even gonna block you. I wasn't even gonna do none of that to you. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought we was going to bounce back from you calling the cops on me. But apparently not. Like, she just moved so funny. I'm trying to tell you. She always been a secret hater, a secret, like, I don't know, secret animosity. I don't have time for that. Because she will always just try to compete with me. She would never compliment me. Like, I just should have been peeped. So y'all need to just be careful who you involve in your space, because I'm trying to tell you, you just never know who does not like you. I'm serious. Because she tried to get me locked up, and I don't fuck with that at all.
Story time of how I am the result of an affair my dad was having with his ex-sister-in-law. So I want to start this off by saying my parents have no blood relation whatsoever. So while what they did was not technically like incest or anything like that, it's just very frowned upon. So I made for you visual people, this is my dad's first wife, P. There's my dad. They were married. P has a brother, M, and M was married to my mom. So do you see how my mom is technically my dad's sister-in-law at this point, because that's his brother-in-law and his sister-in-law. My mom and M are married. Remember, M and P are brother and sister. They get divorced. They do have a kid together, just throwing that out there. They have 2 kids together, but they get divorced. My dad is still married when my dad and my mom hook up with each other and have me. So the kids from this marriage and this marriage are cousins. But when they have me and my dad divorces his first wife and marries my mom, these kids that they had from their first marriages that are cousins are now cousins / step siblings. Yeah. My parents proceed to have 2 more kids after me, questionably 2 more kids after me. We're unsure if my dad is the father of both of those kids or not. I am for sure my dad's kid. I look just like him, and I look like my other siblings from him. But then they get divorced, because the story gets a little more crazy. They get divorced. My dad gets married to his 3rd wife. She was a real peach. They have my younger brother. And while my dad's 3rd wife, my stepmom, was a real peach, she did make the smart decision to force my dad to get a vasectomy, because at this point my dad has 2 from his first marriage, 3 with my mom, 1 with my stepmom or his 3rd wife. So that's 6 kids, plus my mom has 1 from her first marriage. So of my siblings now, I have 7, or there's 7 of us. But so my dad gets a vasectomy, you know, and we're thinking like, hallelujah, because my mom, you know, isn't having any more kids after she had 3 more with my dad. But we're like, hallelujah, my dad can't have any more kids, like, and then my dad and my stepmom proceed to adopt a little. Sorry, my daughter walked in the room. But so my dad and my stepmom proceed to adopt a little girl. And I want to start this by saying, or say that they didn't go through like an adoption agency. My youngest sister is actually distantly related to my stepmom. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on that because that's not my story to tell. That's hers, and I don't have permission from her to tell her story. But basically, she was removed from her biological mother and placed with my dad and my stepmom, who raised her. She calls my dad dad. They have custody of her. She's it's actually very funny because when she was younger and I still lived at home with my dad, there was quite a few times that her and I got told that we look alike, even though there is no blood relation between her and I. But anyways, so we tease my dad all the time that he found the loophole in a vasectomy by adopting a little girl. But anyways, so my dad has a bunch of kids. He, after like 17 or 18 crazy, awful, very traumatic years with his 3rd wife, they finally get divorced, and he is now currently married to his 4th wife, which we're all grown and moved out of the house. I've only met her a few times. She's super nice. And thankfully he cannot have any more kids with her, and he's in his 50s, so he really shouldn't. He should just focus on grandkids at this point. But I also want to say my dad had kids for like many years. My older sister can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure she was born in 83, and my youngest biological brother was born in 2000. I believe my younger sister was born in 2004.
but was my adopted sister. But it's just like my dad had kids for like 20 years, man. Like there's a span of 20 years between most of his kids. And then, but the funny thing is when we were younger, my dad's first wife and my mom, so they became friends, which everyone was like, oh my gosh, you're friends with the woman that your first husband cheated on you with and was your sister-in-law and married to your brother. But I think when we were younger, a lot of it was they wanted us kids to be able to spend time with each other, and they shared a common enemy, which was my dad and his new wife. They actually, a week before my dad got married to his third wife, my dad's first wife and my mom were living together with all 8 children in a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment. And they decided that when my dad and my dad's soon to be third wife came to pick us up for the wedding, that they were going to confront her about some things. And the confrontation turned physical in the parking lot, and the police were called. And when the cops showed up, they were like, who are you? And my dad's first wife was like, I'm his first wife. And then they looked at my mom and was like, who are you? And she was like, I'm his second wife. And then they looked at my stepmom and she was like, I'm his soon to be third wife. And it was very Jerry Springer, the whole thing. And then at one point we actually lived, so my mom's kids actually lived with my dad's first wife for like a year because my mom was having like a hard time with some stuff. And so she raised us out of state for like a year. And her and my mom eventually had a falling out. I was young, so I don't know all the details of it. But that's like the high points, I guess you could say, of my crazy, messy family. There was definitely a lot of stuff in between that happened. But yeah, so that's how I am a product of the affair my dad was having with his ex-sister-in-law.